Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a personal YouTube reading, order number 1445. So we'll be starting with your palms. Thank you so much for your kind words. First of all, thank you so much for everything you said in your email, and thank you so much for being so clear about what you want to get in the reading. And I will start with your palms because your palms are very fascinating. So the first thing I want to tell you, this is your destiny palm. Like the right palm is always a destiny palm. And your free will palm, if you can have a look, you actually kind of fall in your destiny, and your destiny, which is very unusual, is a good one, because usually people given like destiny to be like quite mediocre. By destiny, you're supposed to be a magnificent human being. You're supposed to practice black magic, and you're supposed to become a practitioner and a healer. And I see that you kind of like, because you shared with me the details of your life, that you are kind of trying to be a practitioner, but I don't think you are quite believing yet that this is your path, and that's why you're having so much like doubts about your future, and that's why you're having so much questions in regards to where the abundance is supposed to come. So abundance is supposed to come from your magic. The most unusual thing that you have on your palms is, first of all, this one. It's double triangle or double pyramid. This tells me that you have connection with ancient Egypt. Your magic is, first of all, black magic, dark magic, and dark shamanism, and working with spirits and demons. And this is the biggest confirmation. You are born like this. You've been practicing for centuries ago, especially dark magic, and this is still in your blood, and you're supposed to do this. You have the Orion belt sign on your mark, on your palm, which tells me that the kids that you might have in the future and the child that you have now also are supposed to practice magic. They're also gifted, and also dark magic, black magic, like yourself. Also, this tells me that usually having a triangle on your palm tells me that you, like every person with a triangle, is born energy healer. Having like immense triangles, like two triangles that are touching each other and touching your physical line, it tells me that you're supposed to become a healer by practicing shamanic magic, by healing through spirits, through demons, and through gods and deities. So your path, like the only path that will bring you money, abundance, success, fame, and wealth in this lifetime, is to becoming, as I would say, dark mage or a shamanic healer or like energy healer. But still it's supposed to be like dark path, like left-handed path, which you already chose. You have connection with 13 demons. They are standing behind you, and they are the ones who are guiding you in this lifetime, and the ones who actually like kind of helping you with your powers. You have connection with 7 deities, Hecate, Anubis, Hades. All of the dark ones are with you. You can choose whoever you want to work with, because they're all going to come and they're all going to answer your call. You have 2 guardian demons. If you want to know their names, if you still don't know, because I suspect you know who your demons are, but if you don't, just like ask me in the email and I will let you know their names, because they're not supposed to be shared publicly for sure. You have the Odin mark on your palm. It also tells me that you can practice like divining the future, but you're supposed to use bones or earth. You're not supposed to use runes or tarot, even though you can, but your biggest power is with animals, like animals and spirits. So if you can cast bonds, that will be most beneficial for you. When it comes to tarot, candle wax reading, like for example, palm readings, you can do them all, but I don't think that it's gonna be like enough, like fulfilling to you. When it comes to tarot cards, you can ask them for your own personal questions and for questions for your family in regards of your friends, for example. You can use tarot in your practice as well, but use tarot as a tool of doing like spells and rituals, not only for divination, because for divination, as a born healer, you are a medium as well, so you can see the events that are supposed to happen in the future, and you can predict them without any tools. When it comes to your left palm, your gifts are still active, they're still there. It's like identical to your right palm, so it means the more you practice, the more powerful you're going to become. Your energy is extremely dark. You have dark aura. Like everything about you is very strong and powerful. You are a good person with a big heart, but your energy is darkness. Your power comes from the darkness, from the underworld, and you're so visible there. The demons already reaching out to you, and the deities are reaching out to you. You do have the connection with them. You still sometimes don't understand or see the extent of your power. You're still doubting yourself quite a lot, but you have the palm of the Hierophant or a dark mage. There are no doubts that you're supposed to practice, and no doubts that you're supposed to do this for people, that you're supposed to share your gifts. This is something you've done before in your past lives and reincarnations. You had so many reincarnations. You are definitely an old soul. It starts, your soul came here before the first known civilization, before ancient Mesopotamia, for example, way before. I can't even pinpoint the time frame because it's kind of hidden. Like this part of your palm tells me that no one can see the origin of your soul, only you. It will be open to you one day when you become who you truly are. Your physical health always, you're strong by nature, but if something happens, it's only because you're having like psychic attacks or attacks from energy vampires, or you get under the influence of magic because you're not protecting yourself fully. In order to protect yourself, because you've been practicing for centuries, and even though you had like a lot of, for example, you have so many demonic ladders on you, so it means you are protected from attacks of, for example, witches, or any other mages who are trying to like hex you, for example. You are protected from envy of other people, but you're not protected from demons or spirits, or you're not protected from, you know, the people who passed away when they come to you and they kind of trying to like maybe possess you in order to like deliver a message to someone, because you're a medium, so they can actually do that. And because you're not protected there, I can recommend to you to change your name, because you've been practicing for centuries ago. They kind of easily can find you in the underworld. So for your practice, you have to have a name that consists of 3 words, of 3 different names. One name you're supposed to pick up yourself. It's supposed to be ancient name. Another name is supposed to be a name of a demon. And last name it's supposed to be a name of an ancient god. And you're supposed to choose them. This name will be your name for your practice. You can kind of transform the names. Like, for example, the name of a demon or the name of a god could be a little bit transformed. You can use Latin language or any other language that is not known to you, like a language that you don't speak. And by doing so, you will be able to hide yourself from the psychic attacks, and you will be more protected and more safe while you're practicing. You are a born mage. You have ability to practice any type of witchcraft, but dark magic is definitely your path for sure. You have the connection with any deity out there. You have the connection, honestly, with every soul in every realm, because you are open and you are present in every dimension. So for you, there are no limits for your magic and no limit for your boundaries. I think sometimes when something is not happening in your life, it's only because you are not manifesting it correctly, or because you actually asking for the things you're not supposed to have. Normal life is not for you. Normal job is not for you. You're supposed to be your own boss. You're supposed to have 3 sources of income in the future. You're not supposed to work for anyone, and you're not necessarily supposed to have an office. So your business not supposed to have walls. Ideally, in the future, you're supposed to practice dark magic and help others. You can heal, divine the future. You can do shamanic ceremonies. You can do ritual magic and rituals under the moon. So ideally, in the future, you will have a facility that will be yours, where you'll be able to conduct gatherings and like do your practices for others. Like it's some kind of coven that you might create on your own. And like, to put it easily, like for example, for me, I see it as a like, in a way, your own dark church of magic, where people come to heal, to divine the future, and to being initiated into this coven or a church that you will create. Your own, I would say, like empire in a way. So this is what you're supposed to do in the future, and that's going to be the 3 sources of income: healing, divining the future, and teaching others. So, you know, for some people, the future is not written in the palms yet. In your case, because this is your free will palm, this is the future that's already written. It's already there. This is what you're supposed to do. And if you try to have a normal job, it's never gonna work. And I'm still gonna double check it with tarot because you have like specific questions about specific like career paths in the future. I will double check it with tarot. But this is what you're supposed to do, and this is will bring you like abundance and success. You're supposed to learn how to talk to spirits, how to deliver messages, and how to heal through spirits, because spirits and demons are always with you. You're always surrounded by them, and that's why sometimes you feel like your energy is draining faster than others. That's why sometimes you feel that you know, you have this like crazy amounts of energy, and then sometimes you feel like you want to crash. It's like suddenly you just don't feel good, and you like when sometimes you have to sit down for a few moments. This is them. This is the spirits that are trying to kind of come into your body, because you as a medium, you have the ability to actually be possessed by them to deliver messages like a real medium. And you need to learn how to control all of this. It comes with practice. The more you practice, the better it's going to become. In the future, you have choices of moving. So I know you asked me about specific country, and I think this is an amazing country for you because it even shows on your palm, but I will check if there is like another country as well, because it's showing me there is 2 possible opportunities, 2 possible countries that all of your dreams might come true. So definitely like moving for you, it's the key to your future and success. When it comes to your ancestors, they are with you. You have 6 ancestors. The ones who were practicing, the gifted ones, they are with you since the day you were born, and they are guiding you, but sometimes you're close to their guidance because you don't hear them as much as you heal spirits. And this is because you are not really connected to your bloodline. A lot of the things that you know comes from your soul's reincarnations and not from your ancestor bloodline. But you had 6 gifted ancestors as well, so they are always with you. You have many signs that tells me that the ties with ancient Egypt are extremely strong in your lifetime. So you have to embrace and learn and kind of like use ancient Egyptian magic in your practices. When it comes to spells, try to use hieroglyphs or sigils that are somehow connected to ancient Egypt. Sigils are important when you do magical scrolls or spells. Always include sigils. You can do them yourself, or you can buy them online. It doesn't matter where they come from in your magic. For example, if you do like a spell or a ritual for a client, one of the things that you're supposed to include in the spell, it's something that you buy. It's like you have to pay first to your spirits in order for your spell to come true. So I'm not talking about like candles, for example, because anything that you have on your altar or for your needs, for practicing like candles, decorations, like anything, it's not count. It doesn't count. Like you need to buy something like, for example, a sigil from someone or a spell from someone, or something like that you want to burn. Like, for example, you buy, I don't know, like some kind of piece of art, like small. For example, you're doing a spell to attract love to someone. So you will buy something that for you represents this person that you are binding to another person. And then you burn this thing, this object. So you bought it, you spend your money, and then you burn it, like you used it. And that's how your spell are gonna work tremendously. And it doesn't matter how much it's gonna cost, as long as you're giving something to the spirit and using it in your spell, this is what's gonna work in the future. Your spells, your magic are insanely powerful. Even if you don't believe in it yet, you will see the result if you try. The more you practice, the better you will become. You are already a dark mage. There are no, like, to me, I see you as someone who is more powerful than myself, someone who can do like honestly better spells faster, better results. You can heal as like no one I've ever met before. For you, like using your palms, using your energy is the key for healing, and also using spells and communicating with spirits. Like you're supposed to ask spirits what place on human's body you're supposed to heal, and they're gonna show you. So it's not that you're healing the pain that they came from. You will heal something else because they're gonna show you the source of the pain or the source of troubles that they're having. So for you, being open to this realm, being open to receive the messages is the key. Everything will unfold naturally if you practice every day. Like you're practicing, like your gifts supposed to become a part of your daily routine. Like people like you supposed to practice every day, even if it's pulling tarot at work, even if it's doing some kind of research. Like as long as your mind dedicated to your abilities, this is enough for you to become who you truly are, and then everything will fall in place. You shouldn't be worried. The reason why like something is not working out on your job is because this is not your job. You are the best that any company had ever. You have a lot of jealousy and envy coming from your peers or people you work with, and that's why you cannot progress in your work, and that's why you don't receive recognition, because like no one really likes you because they're jealous of you. There's so much envy because you're better, you're faster, you're smarter, and you're doing the work better, and no one wants you to. It's kind of like the universe closing all the doors for you because you're not supposed to do that, even though you're good at this, but this is not who you are. So the more you try to be normal, the less success you're gonna see. With age, with years, the more you stuck in normal life, the less progress there's gonna be, like less money, less recognition, even the job situation is just gonna become worse and worse. So for you practicing and like going away from that, that's the best. It will take you some time. I see you have like 1 good year before you fully understand who you truly are. So 1 year of learning, practicing, and making a choice. Because making this choice is very important. You need to realize what you want to do in the future, like what you're comfortable of doing. Paulo Coelho always said that the things that you're willing to do for free, those are the things that you're supposed to charge people for, and charge a lot. In the future, you will be one of the most famous practitioners if you will consider it your career path. There is fame, abundance, and success, and you will read for celebrities. You will heal celebrities if you choose this path. This is your only path in this lifetime. There is no escaping from it. So make your choice, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna double check and answer your questions with tarot cards, because you had specific questions. You asked me if it's like if you move to US, if you have your own business and maybe food truck because you cook, if it's gonna be prosperity, abundance, and success in any of those things. The cards will be falling. Okay. So first thing that I ask, moving to US. So the universe is open to you. It's not going to be easy, but this is something that you're supposed to do. US is definitely your country, even though the things that I think on your mind are not supposed to be happening the way that you see them. So your move is going to be very different from what you expect it to be, but the universe is open. Having a universe card when it comes to asking about moving also tells me that this is not the only country you can go. There is another possibility as well. So be more open to the guidance of the universe, and I think you will receive like messages or kind of signs as to where you're supposed to move, how and when. But moving is definitely the only way for you to kind of become who you truly are. And US is a very good, to me it's a yes. Your own business, yes, definitely. But I think I was asking about your own business as kind of like related to what you do at the moment, like normal business. And as you see, so maybe this is something that someone recommending you to do. It's still going to be ruin, and it's still going to be like you see the Four of Pentacles reversed, like Pentacles, no money, no abundance. So if you open a normal business like an office or something that you do now and you're going to be your own boss, still no money, and you're still going to lose it one way or another. I'm going to ask for a food truck business, because you said it was one of your dreams to have a food truck business. It's a no, quite horrifying cards, even the blasted tower. So you will regret it. If you do it, you will waste your money, your time, and good opportunities. So the cards are clearly saying that the food truck business is something that you shouldn't even try. Because even if you're good at cooking, but this is not something that's going to fulfill your soul, and this is not something that you're going to enjoy. There is much more to you than just, you know, cooking for others, I would say. For some people, it's a good opportunity. Even in my mind, I was thinking maybe it's a good beginning for you, like to make more money, to be more secure before you like choose your path. But it's a no, like it's going to be such a waste of money and time. So as you see by the cards, I do not recommend you to do the truck business. I'm asking for an advice in regards to what you should do. And I think that when it comes to anything that you have on your mind for, like in regards of your career path, it's always going to be a no, because like I said, on your palms, it's clearly visible that you're not supposed to do anything normal. You're not supposed to have any normal job. So even if you have a business, it's always supposed to be with a cult. You're already practicing, you already know who you are, you already chose your path. And if you're not fulfilling your destiny, if you're not becoming who you are, nothing else is going to be there. I want to ask if you're supposed to start practicing and showing it to people, like on social media maybe, as soon as you can, if this is necessary for you for the next step of your journey. It's a no, because it's like, judging by the cards, I feel you're scared to show who you truly are. Maybe you're even hiding it from your family. So you don't believe that this is something that ever gonna bring you money, and you don't feel like showing yourself, and you don't feel like there's like a lot of fears and a lot of, you know, I don't think you believe in yourself as much as you should. I don't think that you see yourself as practitioner yet, and that's why the cards are saying it's not the time for you to start showing who you truly are. I want to ask if in 1 year time you will become serious about your abilities, if this is going to change something in your life. The cards are showing me no. Again, I think because it's you don't have support in this. I think you even scared to share it with people, you know, that this is what you want to do. But I see the High Priestess card. There's going to be someone who will come to your life, someone who will, like a teacher, a guide, Silver Star, someone who will show you who you truly are, someone who will open your eyes fully. And this is for you the only way to believe in yourself. So I would say wait, you still have 1 year. Wait before you make this decision, but this magic on you, it's too rare, you know, not to give it to people, not to share it with people. It's not that everyone has the abilities that you have. Even gifted people, they're not as powerful as you are. To me, you know, now, if it's not in your mind, it's such a waste. And I know because people like you're such an amazing, powerful match, you can manifest anything. And as long as you have blocks in your mind, nothing will happen. And I do believe that you have a lot of fears and a lot of these blocks, and anything that is not happening in your life, it's just because you don't let it happen, because you subconsciously don't want it. You kind of like pushing it away because you're not ready to accept it. You have these inner fears that, you know, subconsciously you suspect that if you turn to the magic, if you become practitioner, your life will change so drastically that you might even lose your family, and you're not ready for this because you have such a like kind and generous soul and heart. And this is the only reason why the cards are kind of like showing me these blocks and so much kind of like, you know, like dead end in a way. So regardless what you do, regardless what kind of like business you open, if it's not connected to the occult, nothing will work for you. And that's why nothing is working out still. And that's why you still have this void inside. And that's why you cannot fit in with your coworkers. You can't fit in with probably even with your friends, because you're just not normal. And as long as you don't understand that, as long as you still try to be normal, as long as you still try to fit in and try to kind of have a normal life, you're still not gonna have what you deserve. And I do know that deep inside you feel that you're born for success and fame and wealth, and the normal life is not enough for you. You meant for greater than that, and you feel it. And this, you know, inner battle inside of you, if you just want to dare and do this crazy leap of faith and just go into the occult like a crazy like practitioner, like a crazy mage, or if you still want to try to fit in. So this is the battle within. And it's like number 2, when you see number 2 like on the cloak somewhere else, this is like the sign for you, the sign of this choice, like inner choice that's happening. Do you still want to try to fit in, or you want to go for it? Like if you want to go into the battle with yourself and become who you truly are. I know it's hard, like I've done it, many people done it, and it's not an easy thing to do, but for you, it's the only thing to do. And the longer you are pushing it away, the longer you will not have the things that you desire. And this is the message that comes from the tarot cards. I want to pull just like 3 cards as a message to you. There's something else you need to know at the moment. If something else like spirits want to tell you. So they say that the work that you do will never gonna go anywhere further, because this is not who you are. Like literally the Lord of Dominion reversed next to your material work. This is not who you are, so don't expect anything from there. The Hangman card shows me that you still don't know a lot of things about yourself. So if you want to make good choices, you have to learn who you truly are. You have to learn and connect with your inner power. You know, this is card, even though this card is reversed, like on this card, the only thing that is actually, while the card has been reversed, and this is major arcana as well, the Hangman, like amazing card. The pyramid, you see, this is who you are. The pyramid, like even 2 pyramids, the pyramids that kind of like you have on your palms, on both of your palms. So this is who you are, the healing power that you have to learn it. Sacred geometry, symbols, occult, you have to use them. Books, you have to read something, you have to learn, and the books are it's kind of like touching your head. So I don't think you're supposed to learn a lot, you just have to remember it's like the book already inside of your head. And the Ankh, your connection with ancient Egypt, so embrace this connection. Rosicrucian societies, secret societies. In the past lives, you've been a member of many secret societies, so if you want to learn something, magic, astrology, connection with ancient Egypt, meaning of the tarot cards, learn it from secret societies, find their books and learn from them. This represents the magical square, so the things that you can do using your magic. Water is your element at the moment, so when you choose your state or city in America, make sure it's on the water. Don't go into desert, don't go into mountain. You don't even need to have like trees. It could be just like very hot, like maybe LA. something like that. The snake on your arms, on your leg, on your right leg. You have a hold on your, like, honestly, you see, it's kind of like shows me that your legs are tied. So you're tied to your family and you're tied to your decisions. So make sure when you make your decisions about the future, you are more open to the universe than ever. Dream bigger and manifest crazy things, because you deserve more than even you think or realize you can have. Your hands are kind of like, they're kind of hidden by the book. So when you choose to practice your magic, use your new name and hide yourself. Don't show yourself right away. There is a reason for you, for your power, why it's so like impacting your life even now. That's why you need to be more hidden. Don't show your face and don't show what you do. Be present to people, but don't tell who you work with. I think this is the card that truly at the moment represents you. It's number 12 again. So number 12, something as a sign for you to, when you see it, like for example 1212, this is the answer to you. It's something that shows that you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing. So number 2 and number 12, look for them always on your path. Okay, now I want to do candle wax reading for you. And I know you mentioned that you have a lot of enemies doing black magic on you. So I want to check what comes there, like the message, if something will be showing to me in regards of that. It's so interesting. The candle wax are showing me that you are not being attacked by humans, you're actually being attacked by spirits and demons. It's like this is the only way for them to kind of wake you up and to show you who you are, because they tried other ways, but it didn't work. So for you, it's only working with something negative happening to you. It's like you notice it. You are not yet able clearly to see the signs and decipher them, and that's why they work kind of through negative things in your life, because you interpret them better than something positive. There are two people who are extremely jealous of you. One is your family member, one is your someone at work, not your relative for sure. They are kind of affecting your energy all the time. They are impacting your life in a negative way. So make sure that you're protected from these people. I would really recommend you to get an enchanted like pendant or a jewelry piece that you would wear every day. It could be a ring, it could be bracelet, pendant, anything that you would wear, but it should be enchanted. It should be for protection from the people who are jealous of you, because there's so much jealousy around you for sure. There's someone who is in love with you and they hide in their feelings. Also negative, I would say negative energy coming, because also a lot of jealousy. And also need to be protected. You need to be protected from this. Fire is something that calms you down, so definitely work with fire. When you do magic, you always should use fire element in your magic, in your practice. You are very calm, strong, very smart, intelligent person. So approach your magic with a little bit of with a little bit of craziness. You are the person who calculates everything, and when it comes to your power, this is sometimes stops you from achieving the results, because magic for you supposed to be a little bit more intuitive. It's like you're supposed to believe into the unseen in order to see crazy results, and this is something unusual for you. So make sure that you become more open when you practice, more wild, more, believe that tiny things that happen into you while practicing, those are the real ones, and those things means more than you can think. Like anything matters when you cast spell, when you work with spirits. Any tiny detail, any tiny noise, anything that you see, it's actually always like they have great meaning, more meaning to you than you think. So make sure you start noticing the signs. Your dreams are important, but I don't think you're actually ever considering that anything that you experience in life, that those things have like some kind of high meaning. You always think this is something normal. I feel like you don't even see demons that are next to you, and sometimes you kind of stop yourself from experiencing all the supernatural things because you don't believe that this is happening to you in a way. So make sure that you are actually noticing everything that happens, because your life is not normal. You're not normal. Everything has specific meaning. It's all comes at specific times with specific like messages and signs for you. Everything happening because everything conspires for you to go like specific place, to become who you are, to find this future that you want. It's like so many forces are at work, and sometimes you don't notice them, you don't see them. You really have a lot of negativity in your life. You have a lot of obstacles all the time. The only reason why you're not doing what you're supposed to do, and you're not at the place where you're supposed to live. You mentioned the school of magic that you're drawn to. Like I kind of see it's like looks to me like the name of the saint that you mentioned. So this is something that was meant for you. It was something that you were meant to find and practice. There is a hidden face. There is like a spirit next to you, like a tall dark shadow, bigger than you. It's a male presence in a cape, like a hermit, and you don't see the face. This is someone who is guiding you. This is someone that feels to me like an Anunnaki present, like an Anunnaki god. If you find his name, when you look for your name, one of the gods that you're supposed to name, the god's name, pick them from Anunnaki, one of them, because one of these gods is with you. Don't be scared of darkness. Don't be scared of your power. I know sometimes subconsciously you're scared that you might harm someone or hurt someone or do something crazy. Like, this is part of who you are. If you don't do it, it will come back to you. It's like it will hurt you. So in the future, when people are gonna ask you to do crazy things, you're not allowed to say no. When you become a practitioner, whatever they're gonna ask, you're still gonna have to do. But make sure you charge a lot for this, because your magic is valuable, more valuable than even you think. You are extremely connected to the occult, to the unseen, and there is no run away from it. I just can't wait for you to kind of come into your power, even though you are already into your power. It's just I don't think you believe in it. And the moment you declare to yourself, to your demons, to the underworld who you are, this is the moment when everything will start like shifting and changing in your life. As long as you don't accept who you are, if you don't accept your calling, nothing will change. So like think about this and make your choices, make your decisions, like choose what you want to do in your future, choose who you want to become. I wish you all the best on your magical journey. You are one of the most powerful mages I've ever encountered in my life. So make sure that you don't live a normal life. Make sure that you take advantage of your gifts and abilities, and like make a correct decision, if you know what I mean. Thank you again, and honestly, good luck to you with everything.